Hello, Ascension family. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tara Jolly, and I am a 7th initiate who is working with my higher self Anitri to help initiates on their journey of ascension, to rise into their personal power, to embody their higher self. And we do this through one-on-one coaching and also through our group course called Embody Your Higher Self. Anitri wants to share a message to all 6th initiates. And first of all, we want to say congratulations. You have done it. You have left the cycle of rebirth, you have paid all your karma, and you are now starting the process of embodying your higher self, your master within. You have done the hard work to ascend and to be here now. And nobody can do this for you. You did it. So I want you to congratulate yourself and celebrate this monumentous achievement. For you are now one of the brightest lights on this planet. You are now one of the highest vibrations walking this earth, together with your higher self. I also want to tell you that if what I just said isn't feeling true, isn't ringing true in your body, in your soul, if you're feeling self-doubt, if you're feeling unworthiness, if you're feeling a lot of confusion and like your life is falling apart, your relationships are stressed or coming up for review, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling like your 3D life isn't aligning with your ascension, if you're feeling overly sensitive, if you can't sleep, if you can't eat, if you have no idea what you're doing, if you're questioning everything, if you're just going through it, I want you to know that you're not alone. I have talked to a lot of 6th initiates over the past couple of years, and of course I've been through this journey myself, and this is really common because what you are going through is such a massive change on all levels. There is so much that is moving and changing for you, and so much to let go of, that it can bring up a lot of these feelings. So I want you to know that you're not alone. This is really common. And also that you're not going to stay stuck here. You're not going to stay in this place. You're in transition. And you just cannot underestimate the enormity of the changes you are going through. Let's review. So you've lost your connection to the Mother Earth, your Earth star. This is something you have had for thousands upon thousands of lifetimes. And now you are no longer of the earth. You are of the Father, the heavens. And yet you're still here. You're still in a body. You're still walking around planet Earth. That's a weird feeling, y'all. That is a weird feeling at first. And it's normal to feel sad about losing this connection to Mother Earth. It's normal to feel sad about not coming back here again for another lifetime. It is normal to desire to come back. As much as we want to ascend and we want to move forward and we've chosen this path, there can be some attachment there. So there's that. Then also your 5 rays have now changed to the singular ray of your higher self. This is huge. Changing rays has major ramifications. And all 5 of them have now changed. So this is affecting how you see the world, how you act in the world, how you interpret the world, the themes that are coming up for you, the lessons that are being presented, your kind of general orientation. So this is massive, and it brings much change. Along with your 5 rays changing, your 5 ascended master team have stepped back so your higher self can come forward. And these 5 ascended masters have been with you your entire lifetime. They've been your support team. They've been guiding you, helping you. And it can feel very sad to see them step away. This brings up feelings of sadness and grief. And it's really important that we allow ourselves to mourn and to feel everything that comes up around this. It's not easy to let go, even when we want to let go, even when we're ready to let go. It can still be difficult, and it usually is. So the other thing that's changed now, of course, the big part of this is that your higher self is now coming into your holy heart and is now in your body and with you in a brand new way. And this is a high vibration. This is an ascended master inside of you. And I think we all know that on an intellectual level, but do we really comprehend what that means? This is one of the highest vibrations walking the planet, your higher self, who is now inside of you. You are one of the brightest lights on this earth. And that high vibration can be a little bit hard to adjust to and to withstand. Our physical bodies aren't really meant to hold such a high vibration. So it can take a little time to get used to that. And so it's just so important that you give yourself time to process all of this and to feel it all. Your feelings are valid and they're important, and they're asking for your presence. If we try to push them away or deny them or move on from them too quickly, they tend to just stick around. So the more you can just accept what is, what's coming up, what's there, feel it to heal it. There is no rush. You're right on time. You're right where you're supposed to be. And this process is different for everyone. Some people can sail right through the initiations. They don't even notice much. Some people are feeling it every step of the way. So there's a reason why the 6th takes time and it goes on for a few years. It's because we need time to adjust to this. So my biggest advice to you as a 6th initiate is to truly honor your higher self as your greatest teacher and your greatest healer. And this means being devoted to higher self fully. You will hear Verna say this a million times over. It is so important. And one of the biggest blocks that I see in people in embodying their higher self is their resistance and sometimes refusal to let go of outside healers and outside teachers. And we've all had a lot of assistance on this path. We've all been on the path for a while, right? So we've gathered a lot of tools, a lot of helpers, a lot of modalities, a lot of outside help. And we can become attached to that. And it can become very difficult to let all of that go and turn inward to your own higher self. For many people, this can feel a bit boring, like you've lost all of your toys and now you just have to sit with yourself. But this is a free will universe, and so your higher self is always going to honor your choices and allow you to choose for yourself. So if you do go to outside teachers, outside healers, you're looking outside of yourself for the answers, you are staying attached to earth-based modalities, earth-based tools that no longer apply to you. Now, as a sixth initiate, your higher self will allow you to do that, will step back. So it is truly a decision on your part to devote yourself to higher self, to put your higher self first, and to take action to let go of these outside healers and outside teachers that are no longer serving you. Because everything that you need is inside of you with your own higher self. Everything. You have an ascended master living in your body. So my biggest advice for you is to give yourself time to process all of these changes, to let go with love, with your presence, to give thanks for all of these healers, all of these teachers, all of these things that have brought you to this point, and to welcome your higher self. Have a ceremony, have a party, buy your higher self some flowers, and really make time for this sacred relationship. Giving devotion to higher self in your sacred heart and eventually your holy heart is kind of the doorway to it all. This is where it all begins. So it doesn't have to be a long time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's great. You don't need to meditate endlessly to ascend. We are meant to be living grounded lives. Our ascension is happening in life, through our life experiences. So we don't need to be meditating for hours every day, but to spend some time every day giving devotion to higher self and bringing your higher self into everything that you're doing. So start talking to higher self like he or she is your new best friend. Start showing higher self what this earthly plane is all about. Because remember, higher self has never been here before. This is their first time in a body. So this is a very exciting moment for higher self to be here on earth for the first time, to experience the 5 senses, to interact in this way. And think of yourself as like a tour guide for higher self. Bring your higher self into all that you're doing and show your higher self your devotion. As Verna has said before, devotion is a state of being. It's not words, it's not thoughts, it's not intentions, it's doing, being, acting. So make time for this devotion in your sacred heart and eventually your holy heart, and put your higher self first. This is the beginning of it all. And also try to just relax into your own timing and your own process. This is different for everybody. Everybody has different gifts and abilities. Everybody has a different speed in which they move through this. Try to let go of expectations and just be present with your own journey. I promise you that If you devote yourself to your higher self and you make time for this most sacred relationship, your higher self will come to meet you in a way that you can interpret and understand. You don't need psychic abilities to communicate with your higher self. You don't need to have a certain sense of, sight or hearing. Your higher self will come to meet you where you're at. It starts with devotion. So I'll finish with this. Your higher self loves you. Your higher self is so proud of you. Your higher self is cheering you on. And your higher self is here to help you be the highest, most divine version of yourself. Your higher self wants you to be happy. Your higher self wants you to enjoy life. And your higher self understands that you're still human, that you're still in the process of embodying your divinity, and that you're not perfect. You're not supposed to be perfect right now. In fact, we'll never be perfect as long as we're in a body. We strive for that divinity more and more every day, but we're still human. So just try to be gentle on yourself and try to forgive yourself and start with devotion. So I welcome any questions you have, any feedback you have, anything you'd like to share. And Anitri and I are sending you so much love from Thailand. Talk to you soon, everybody.